So lately I've just had a really hard time getting in front of the camera, and I'm not really sure what my issue is. I've never had that problem. So here I am raw and in my room, and I'm just kind of like, let's just start this. My intuition, my communication, and just my whole vibe is changing as I'm leaning into my Crone phase. I am feeling overly sensitive in certain situations. I'm knowing things a little bit more in advance. I'm sure it has a lot to do with the fact that as you get older, you have more experience. So you've been through a lot more things. So you kind of have an idea of what's going to happen. Well, that is the case. It is. However, my inner voice is becoming much more powerful. My intuition, that third eye, that communication of myself and my third eye is really becoming developed. And I'm going to be 50 for those who follow. Thank you so much. And I apologize for being so delayed in my video appearance. I've been releasing things that are not really me. It's just different things I've created to kind of get through. I lost my dog. I lost my dog last month, and it's been really, really hard. Losing my dog, and then also we had puppies all in the same week. So that's been quite an emotional roller coaster. I have been gaining clients in my marketing agency, and so that's been taking a lot of time. And I am also president of the Coachella Valley History Museum, and we have been bringing on employees and changing different policies. So I have been really inundated with shift and change and policies and administration, and I just have not had the time to really get in front of the video camera and just record. So my husband is off gallivanting and Pokemon hunting with my older son, and my younger son is off at a great adventure with his friend to celebrate his birthday. And so I'm here, and I figured I'd just kind of tune in and talk about whatever came to mind. And it's turning into intuition. It's turning into that skill that you get, that inner voice that tells you what direction to go and to pay attention to a noise that you're hearing, or just that, that's interesting. At the moment something happens, and then you come back later, months from that moment, and realize that was a pivotal decision. That was a pivotal thing that was happening in your life. That is happening more and more to me now than it ever has. And it really has always been strong with me. Sorry for the shaking. I'm holding the camera. Again, I'm just improvising this, guys. I'm being a little bit more open and authentic to the process because I've been trying to follow my expectations, and I have not been fulfilling them. So I figured, let's just do this and rip the Band-Aid off. So I am not going to be editing this. I am just going to be uploading this pretty much as soon as I'm done. So thanks for tuning in for those who are still watching. But no, intuition. So listening to that inner voice and knowing, like, I knew the day that we were going to have to put our dog down. I knew, and I lit a candle, and I knew it was going to happen. I didn't know when I woke up. I woke up probably about 5 o'clock in the morning, and I just had something come over me and say this was the day. And so I lit the candle, and I just followed that voice and followed my energy exchange with our dog. And that was when Lily really leaned in and said she was done and she was tired. The puppies had been born. She had waited for a while. And so now here we are, and I'm listening to that voice, and that fear and dread and grief was not sitting with me for a while. It was more like a process. It was more like, okay, it was a ream and a ladder that I was going through, understanding this was the circle of life, and that intuition and that guidance that was inside me was really helping through this process. And so today I'm really going to kind of hone in on that chakra, that third eye chakra, that chakra that is right here. It is an indigo blue chakra, and it is all about helping you lean into that voice in your head, that guidance that comes, and you tuning in to hear it. It's been with you forever. You have always known about it. It's the one that says, oh, you should do your homework, or you should, make sure that you're prepared for this, or the last minute stopping you in your process of moving out the door so that you can make sure that you remember that one presentation. Or when those times where you do hear that third eye in your head where it says, Rebecca, make sure that you don't forget to pack your lunch. Okay, for whatever reason that is. And when you don't listen to it, and then later in the day, you realizing the ripple of not having your lunch and all of the crazy that it caused, knowing that if you would have remembered your lunch, that you would have had ease. And so paying attention to those little voices, even though it's something that may be very superficial about you taking care of, that knowing that voice came in for that moment to tell you and to remind you to do it. Do it. Listen. Pay attention. You know much more than you think you know. And I think that's probably the one thing about intuition that is the most important thing that you know and that you remember, is you know more than you do, and that you have an internal guidance. When you wake up in the morning, one of the things that I've been doing to kind of hone in on this is I've asked my ancestors, I've asked all of those that came before me to send the energy to me so that I know what direction and what decisions to make at the time. So that way and again, in the same prayer and the same ask, I say, please, ancestors, those that came for me in the past, please guide me so that I can make sure that I can serve those ancestors of ours in the future. And that's what I ask. So that way, that intuition and all of those energy thoughts that come into my head is going to be more of serving the greater good. And it really starts to unfold. Understanding that intuition is really that connection to all of everybody's voices, and knowing the next chakra is our crown chakra, and understanding our connection to the all. So this intuition is almost like that doorway that unlocks so that you can have that connection to the crown and understand that you are a part of that whole, that you are not an individual. We are an individual, but we are a part of the whole, which means that what we do as an individual truly affects the all. And having that unlocked openness to that voice and that intuition coming down and those downloads is really huge in determining where us as a human race and as a species goes to that next evolution, to that next level. And so each one of us are an individual, and connecting to that intuition and that third eye and understanding that it matters, and that those voices are coming to you, and that is coming for a reason, so that you listen, so that you can get to the direction and to that destination that you asked to get to long before you even took this human form. So understanding, and you're seeing right now, this is witnessing, this is all downloads right now. This is all coming from that third eye and being connected to what the voice is saying and what our message is that we're supposed to be receiving. And so this was all about, wow, this kind of, in less than 10 minutes, it kind of turned into this whole, this is what it's about, guys. Sometimes just being connected and turning on and allowing that switch allows the message to come out and allows you to see it and take it in the perspective and the perception that you are supposed to be hearing it and seeing it and feeling it. So I hope this was okay for all of you. Again, please be forgiving, because it's been really hard emotionally for this adjustment of just leaning into the me. I'm going gray, okay? My hair today. I'm going gray. I am turning 50 in December. I am a business owner, co-owner, business owner with my daughter. So many things are going on in my sphere. I'm happier than I've been. I'm the most scared I've been. And I'm the most experienced I've ever been. So it's a really cool combination to see what happens next. So thanks if you made it this far. Thanks you guys to my rambling, and it's kind of evolved into this third eye and understanding that there's intuition, there is messages that's coming in kind of from the all, and you're turning in that frequency so that you can have that connection, so that you can really clear into that next level of your chakras. And here we are, crown chakra is next. So thanks so much. Please subscribe, like. If you have tuned in and you did not listen to all of the other chakras that I have followed through with, that I've listened to at this point, as of the end of July of 2022, I have not completed them all. This is my last one in the series, but please stay tuned within the next months to come. Hopefully the next weeks to come, I will, maybe this has unlocked my paralysis on YouTube, which is truly, I just don't even know how to explain it. It's been just this weird lock, this weird closed part of who I am. And here we go. I ripped off the Band-Aid. So hopefully within the next few weeks, I will do the next part of the series, which is the crown chakra, and talk all about that crown chakra. Not ready to go there yet. So I really wanted to talk about how this intuition and this third eye chakra is really a huge part of transition and evolution into who you're becoming next. So thanks so much, guys. Love, light, many blessings. And please just find your happy and stay there, guys. Love, light. Bye.